Hi everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with my March TBR, which is larger than my other TBRs have been. However, February was an amazing reading month for me, well on par with last year's reading. So I have faith that I can do this, hopefully. I do have an ebook read that I'm a little bit nervous about that I'll get to at the end, but this is going to kind of be a month of rereads, arcs, and buddy reads. Let's get into it. Here's my TBR for March, and you can tell once you look at the whole stack of books that I'm going to go for a much more fantasy-leaning month after my month of contemporary reads only. So we'll see how this goes. I definitely want to dive into the world of fantasy again. So I am starting off with Timekeeper, which was provided to me by the publisher Sky Pony Press or Skyhorse Publishing. They're both the same. So this is by Tara Sim, and Timekeeper is a steampunk time travel through clock kind of a thing. I'm excited. I don't know. I've heard nothing but great reviews. I actually have this and Chainbreaker, which is the second book, was also provided to me, so I definitely want to get to the first one. I've heard really good things. The font in here is rather large, so I feel like I can run through this no problem, hopefully, as long as the book keeps me intrigued. And I have high hopes for it, so I think it will. Then I want to get to Station 11, which actually made it onto my Contemporary-thon TBR. Is not a contemporary, should have known better. Believe this is a dystopian, spacey kind of a thing? I don't know. It's about a traveling bunch of actors, which made me think it was a contemporary, but it's like post-apocalyptic-ish. We're gonna get to this. I've heard nothing but good things. This is just a book that I've been waiting to get to for a really long time. So this will happen in the month of March. I will be doing arcs. I will be doing The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton, which is like a soft feel hardcover, and it's collecting a little bit of dust. Leslie Walton was the author of The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, which I loved. So when this is coming out, I grabbed the arc. So this is, I think, a finished copy. Like, it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I can't even with the pages and this cover. There's like gorgeous fern work in the inside. I'm relatively certain that this includes, okay. All Nora Blackburn wants is to live an unremarkable teenage life on the sweet little touristy island she calls home. But then a mysterious book comes out. The island's flora and fauna raise their hackles, and strangers and acquaintances alike begin to sprout ominous fern tattoos. It's a haunting maelstrom of magic and murder in the lush, moody Pacific Northwest. This is by Candlewick Press, who very, very kindly provided this for me. I am so thankful that they did. This comes out March 13th, so my goal is for this to be one of my first reads so that I can read it, review it, and hopefully put up a review right around publication time, because this book is stunning and I'm hoping to love it. It's not that long. It's under 300 pages, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's like 272 pages. So I'm assuming I can get through this pretty early in March and do my review of it. So this is one of my arcs that I have to read in March really, really quickly. And then I have an arc that comes out, I believe, in May, so I have time, but I want to start it early, and that is Furyborn. I will put up a cover for it here. Furyborn is getting a ton of praise. It is a fantasy novel. I believe it's diverse. I don't know a ton about it. That's kind of how I like to go into my books, but it's like a 400-page plus book, and on your Nook, that's a lot for your eyes to handle when I spend so much time at the computer. So I want to start it now so that I can get it up and get it reviewed on NetGalley and be done with it. Not be done with it, just move along so that I don't have arcs waiting. So those are the two arcs that I want to get to, is Furyborn and then The Price Guide to the Occult. Then I have a couple of rereads before I get to my buddy reads. So one of the things that I want to reread is The Serpent King by Jeff Zentner in this gorgeous, gorgeous quote cover paperback, and I will be annotating this when I read it. This is shorter than the hardcover looked. It's 369 pages. I cannot wait to dive back into this. It is just a beautiful book. I'm excited to reread it. Cannot wait. Also think that I'm going to throw in Born Sinner by S.L. Jennings, which is a indie published erotica that is very taboo and dark and twisted. But this is one of the things that I wanted to reread, and I'm just really feeling it. So look at these chapter pages too. Can you even? I have the next two books that are published on my Nook. So I want to read this so I can continue on to those. These two will be hopefully read and annotated, and they will also be vlogged so that they can show up in a Throwback Thursday. Even if I stagger the publication of these into different months, I want to reread those. So that's the goal. Then I have two buddy read books. One that's going to be a lot more cash, and that is Scythe by Neil Shusterman, which I'm super excited to get to. I actually have not looked at the naked cover. It's just like red and black. I don't think there's anything. Oh, there's like the scythes. Can you see them? There's two of like those sickle things on there. So I will be reading this with Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads. Have heard nothing but great things about it. Really, really want to get into it. I know she has the sequel Thunderhead. I don't. So I want to read this and see what I feel about it, and then potentially go on and get the other one. But this one I got on Book Outlet. Really affordable. So if you haven't read this yet and you're interested in it, definitely pick it up on Book Outlet. And then the next book is the one that after Furyborn I'm probably most nervous about, like probably even more than Furyborn, because I can handle fantasy. What I can't really handle is horror, and I know this isn't too scary, but I've heard there's really freaky, really weird parts to this book. It's House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielowski. I always think his name is Daniel. It's not. It's Mark Danielowski. I have this tabbed up on the top. The tabs really vary because some of these pages are like nothing. Like some of them have no words. And then my camera overheated and I had to give it a minute. So let's get back into House of Leaves. So this is about a haunted house, and it's files and cases and stories surrounding this house. But like I said, some pages are totally blank with like the exception of a couple words. Some pages look like this, where there's like upside down, there's like different sections. So like over here, this is all upside down. This is a section. There's sideways text here. This is different. This one has to be read in a mirror. So you have to like have a mirror. And there's like all these codes. Like this is a whole, it's almost like a footnotes or a glossary, but some's upside down. Some's like in different fonts. Some's in only red font. Some is here where it's like, it's all kinds of different, not mixed media really, but like red font that's got strikes through it. I don't know what I'm in for, and I'm scared. I have a friend who reads a lot of horror and reads a lot of stuff like this. She said that she figured out all the puzzles except for one, but was able to get through the book without figuring it out, and that only one of the scenes in this truly scared her. I don't know. I'm nervous. If you're interested in joining the read for this, on Twitter is the page breakdown. Hashtag HO Leaves. I will put the hashtag here. Look for this hashtag. You'll see my tweet with the page breakdown. We're going to start on March 1st, and there's pages for every day, and then you can discuss it with the hashtag HO Leaves. So I will be buddy reading this directly with a couple people in like a specific chat, and then the rest will just be on Twitter with the hashtag. We can, as a group, discuss this read, because I think a lot of people are probably going to be joining in this particular read, because it is one that's intimidating, and because there's so many different puzzles, I think the more people we have reading, the better chances we have of understanding everything and getting a little bit of clarity, because I feel like it's going to be it might be pretty confusing. I'm low-key, high-key, really nervous about it, but we're going to get into it. Another one for the Smutty Book Club, which as of right now, filming, we have a Twitter poll up for, and I don't know what's going to win. I believe as of right now, the one that I voted for is winning. Yeah, oh no, Professed is winning right now. So it's like the two in the lead are Professed, which is like a student-teacher relationship, or Thick as Thieves, which is a unicorn horn magical fantasy gay wizards. By the time I publish it, I will know, and I will let you know either here or in the description box down below. And also the best way to find it most affordably, whether it's on Hoopla or Kindle for free. Like Professed, if that wins, is on Kindle for free. Thick as Thieves is on Hoopla for free if you're in Hoopla in the US. So we're trying to get them affordable for you, because smut can sometimes be really pricey. That one will be the 9th book added into the TBR, but these are kind of larger, intimidating, like rereads that I want to take time with and vlog. Giant buddy reads that scare the bejesus out of me. Like we're going to see how the month goes, guys, but that's my tentative TBR. We'll see what actually happens in my vlog wrap up, or in Throwback Thursdays, or on Instagram. You can always check with me there. And then I really am excited to read House of Leaves with everybody on Twitter with the hashtag. Again, I'll have that listed in the description box down below, as well as on the screen back a couple minutes. So that's everything for March's TBR. Hope you guys are as excited as I am about my potential reading. Hopefully I can actually follow through with all of this. We will see how it goes. And that's everything for right now. If you like this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.